Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be discussing how to create a hair regimen. I was asked the question recently how I choose my hair products and like how I went about changing my hair regimen. You have to know yourself and you have to know what you're able to do, what you have time to do, and what you're going to stick to. Right? It makes no sense starting a regimen and you fall off because it's too complicated. It depends on what you want for your hair, it depends what your hair goals are, and it depends on what your hair actually needs. What it needs is more important than anything else. If you see me looking up, it's because I'm actually trying to get my pointers. I have my laptop set up behind the camera, and so I'm just kind of looking up. I'm scrolling with my mouse. My mouse is like right here on the floor, and I'm like scrolling and looking at my pointers because I just don't want to forget anything, and I have a tendency of doing that, or I'll just ramble. So like I'm doing now, especially if you're just going natural, it's kind of difficult to figure out what products to use on your hair because there's so many natural hair products available now. And then there are so many multi-use products. So you have products that maybe you can buy a deep conditioner that acts like a leave-in, and it's a pre-poo. So it can just be confusing. You're like, what do I need exactly? And then you end up maybe becoming a product junkie just because you just buy all these products, and some of them you don't even need. So you have to really think about the process of your regimen. What your regimen is going to involve, what it's going to entail, and then from there you can know what products to look out for. Does that make sense? If it makes any sense. The very first thing when I'm thinking about my hair regimen is wash day. Like, I've had bad hair weeks, and that's part of the reason is because I didn't have a good wash day. For instance, you decide that you're going to be co-washing your hair and you don't use a good co-wash, or you just didn't do a good job in cleansing your hair, then you end up having like dull, lackluster hair. It's not shiny, it's not maybe responding to the other products that you put on top of the other products because you have product buildup, you know. So I mean, it's really important to think about cleansing your hair. That's like the first thing I think about. On wash day, you have to think about what do you do. There are three things that you do, basic things that you do on wash day. You can go into pre-pooing, you can go into lots of other stuff, but the three main things that you have to think about: cleansing, conditioning, and detangling. So in terms of cleansing, obviously this is going to differ for everybody. Some people wash their hair once every week. I tried to be that person. I used to wash my hair every week, especially when it was shorter, but now that it's longer, it's a little bit more difficult because it takes more time, it's more time consuming, it's harder to detangle, etc. So sometimes I just don't have the time. But you can do it every week, you could do it every other week. It helps to restore the strength of your hair, and it can also contribute to the moisture retention of your hair. So even if you co-wash your hair, you should still be conditioning your hair. I'm an advocate for deep conditioning. I never used to deep condition my hair very often. As it has grown and as my climate has changed, where we do have really bad winters, and I mean, my hair just gets so dry, so I definitely deep condition every time I wash it. I keep belching, I'm so sorry. You definitely have to be deep conditioning your hair, especially if you have color treated hair or you use a lot of heat on your hair. The next thing is detangling. This is my least favorite part of wash day, and it just takes too long. Your arms start hurting, you feel like your arms are falling off, and you're just naked and cold. It's so sad. You have to use some type of product. So whether you use a tool or not, whether you tools or your fingers or whatever, you have to use products because that's going to provide the slip, and that's going to coat your hair so that you're not detangling on dry hair, because detangling on dry hair is going to lead to breaking. And then the next thing is hairstyling. So if you're trying to retain length and your texture is easily prone to breakage, then protective styles are probably best suited for you. Talking about twists and cornrows and braids, and you won't have to style your hair on a daily basis, which means that you can prevent breakage from manipulating your hair too much. But in addition to helping you retain more hair, it also makes your life a lot easier because you don't have to be restyling your hair every single day. Wearing your natural hair out all the time is a lot of maintenance. We're talking about refreshing your hair and doing all of that stuff. So it's going to be a little bit more work. There was a time when I only wore twist outs. Alright, I have 3 texture hair, okay? 3 different texture hair. The back is different from the middle, is different from the front. The back is more like maybe a 3C. The front is more like a 4A and the middle is like a 4B. The reason I used to wear twist outs is to kind of have that uniformity in terms of my hair pattern, my curl pattern. Because the middle would kind of be so, it would be so frizzy. It still gets that way, but it's just not, it doesn't look as bad and it's not as obvious as when it was shorter. But as I said, as your hair grows, it changes. So the middle of my hair was almost like a Brillo pad. It would just like clump up and it was just ridiculous. The final thing that I consider when I'm building my hair regimen is daily maintenance. Are you going to be maintaining your hair every day or every other day? And once again, it depends on the hairstyling that you decide to do, whether it's wearing your hair out or it's doing the twist outs or whatever. You need to consider if you're going to be using water or water-based products. It's all up to you. I tend to use water. You can't go wrong with that. What I do is I just do a spray bottle with water. Sometimes what I'll do, I might do like my own mixture, like water with a little oil, like maybe like a little almond oil, and maybe like a little bit of leave-in conditioner. And I'll just shake it up and that's in the bottle and I'll just spritz my hair with that. You also have to consider if you use oil, if you're supposed to use oil or butter to seal. I use oil, my hair is really light, so using a butter is going to be too heavy and it's going to weigh it down. So you need to consider once again your hair and what your hair needs, your hair texture, all of that. I mean, the key thing in terms of maintaining your hair on a daily basis is to start with moisturizing your hair once a day, right? If you think it's too much, you can always adjust it to suit your needs. It just depends once again on your hair. On freshly washed hair, you obviously have to do the LOC method, or either LC or LOC, it really doesn't matter. So you use a liquid-based moisturizer, or you can use water. You use an oil or a butter, and you use cream to seal. So those 3 things, I believe, like if you do that stuff properly on your wash day, then maintaining it on a daily basis is not going to be hard. And there was one other thing, oh my gosh, darn it, I forgot what it was. I was supposed to say something else. I had another tip for you, but I forget what it was. Anyway, so that's it for now. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, just leave comments down below. I will definitely respond to you. If you have video ideas, anything specifically that you want to see, let me know that as well. Don't forget to like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time. Bye.